Hi, Cancer. Hello and welcome. This is your general reading for this week. It is not Water Sign Wednesday. I'm getting this out a day late. I hope you guys don't mind. Cancer, initially, when I picked up on your energy, I feel that it is actually very deep this week, okay? A very deep energy with Cancer. You could be, exploring your options. You could be finding out something that makes your emotions, okay, kind of swirl. I do feel a little bit of an unearthing energy, a little bit of swirling energy. I do feel, since this is an emotional energy, that it could involve a relationship. It could involve a work environment or something that's just inherently meaningful to you. Okay, we're going to dive into this a little bit more, but what I'm initially sensing is that there is a bit of a transitional energy surrounding you, okay, that is wanting you to sort of take a firmer look at it. All right, so something that maybe you've just been feeling lately, maybe a little bit unsure of yourself or of the situation, it's actually deepening in meaning or understanding this week. There's something that's making more sense to you because you're able to feel through it better. Okay, so whether that is a transitional energy that you're just coming to a realization, hey, I don't like where I'm working, or hey, I'm actually not very happy in my current relationship, or I'd like a change because something has made much more sense to me all of a sudden. It's almost like something clicks and then the emotions start to flow in a certain way that I think is really helpful because it even further clarifies how you truly feel about a situation. Okay, maybe it has something to do with what you deserve too. All right, what you deserve or what you inherently knew all along. Something is being validated. Something's being validated, okay? I'm hearing prickly pear. What? Prickly pear. All right. Okay, now they're showing me a cactus. Okay, that may pertain to your situation. I don't know necessarily what a cactus would mean metaphysically, but prickly pear, all right, is kind of, both analogies are showing the insides being very soft, okay? And so we know the Cancer emblem, the crab with the hard exterior shell and the soft insides. I think what this is maybe denoting is that you haven't been really externally or outwardly showing your emotions very much recently. Something, though, has been brewing, or something, though, you've been trying to feel your way through, okay? But in essence, you've been harboring a lot of emotions because of this. Maybe, you've been sort of withholding or holding on to a lot lately. Cactus are infamous for retaining water. Okay, so you guys may be retaining water. No, you guys actually may be holding on to something, okay, until you're very sure about it is kind of how it feels. And maybe being a little defensive over it too at times, maybe feeling a little defensive during your process, maybe needing to put your feelers out there. Okay, we have some interesting cards coming out, you guys. We have Gossamer Princess first and foremost. Communication, relationship work to be done. Okay, so this is maybe where we begin. All right, this is the number 3. It's the foundation. It's the building blocks, okay, that finally start the structure, okay? Some decision has been made or something has been revealed to you, right? With the Gossamer Princess, there could be talk, okay? Finally communicating how you feel, what's been on your mind, okay? Essentially is what I'm feeling, and this is supposed to be constructive in nature, okay? That's what your guides or my guides are sort of advising, is that you've waited long enough, or you're supposed to wait until you're sure of something before actually voicing it, because in this communication it does pose as a certain important conversation for you to have, because the tether, okay, between the lines is very thin, as you would see this spider's web, okay? It's very thin, maybe very delicate, and you're supposed to be treading very lightly, Okay, so as you communicate your feelings, remember to be holding space as well for communication, for an exchange. Essentially, you're not just going to go into a conversation saying everything you want to say and then not having the constructive feedback, right? That's not the way we want this to go. We want to hold space so that you express your feelings and can convey how you feel, but then also have enough space and room and understanding within the situation and how you feel to then have that sort of reciprocity, because there's relationship work to be done. That means don't go in expecting things to just go your way. Don't go into it expecting, someone to just know how you feel. You've got to know yourself well enough before you communicate to know exactly what you want to communicate, what you need to have addressed within the conversation. Okay, Gossamer Princess is a very young essence. It's very, kind of immature. But you could be dealing with a bold person, okay? So there could be a sort of delicacy of how you approach this. I don't know where I'm picking up this bold person from, but it does seem like a bold or very strong personality in your life, and you could be having a little bit of resistance or a little bit of hesitation just simply being vulnerable or being delicate with this situation or your feelings, okay? That could pertain to just a few of you, right? Okay, so we have once was innocent, knowledge means change, representing a very cyclical energy. Okay, so let's talk about this, you guys. Very briefly, this is something that you have realized. Okay, this is something that you know to be true within you. This is something that you just can't simply ignore or go back on. Now that you know, what are you going to do? Is what this card says and asks you. Now that you know, now that you're understanding how you feel, where you stand, what's happened in the situation, now that you see things correctly, now that, you've sort of grown in your maturity and you're a bit different now because of this realization potentially, you're not just going to repeat the same cycle, okay? You're not just going to do the thing that you've done before because you already know where that goes. You already know where that ends. And essentially, I think that you're wanting change. You're wanting to change things. You're wanting to act in such a way that changes a trajectory, that gets you going on the right path rather than the path that you may have already been on, okay? Because the path that you've maybe already been on, you've already accomplished. There's no more to learn from that, and this is the knowledge that you're seeking. You're seeking a different avenue so that you can continue your growth. But there's a challenge here in choosing, because there may be an option to just settle and continue to go on the way that you've already gone, or the thing that you've already been doing. But knowledge means change. And so now that you know the truth of the matter, how you feel, what you've seen, what will you do? Catch me. A number 4. Trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. Cancer, this is beautiful. This is really a beautiful energy that I'm sensing around you. It is very deep, okay? The depth that I was feeling to begin with is truly the depth of your honesty. It's truly like knowing thyself. Like, I think you guys are just really diving deep this week to know how you feel, to kind of reflect and to understand. There's an essence here of truth being revealed, okay? But trusting the universe, surrendering to the outcome, having no expectations potentially, but taking that leap of faith because you know things have to change. You know things aren't satisfactory the way they are. You know things, how they've ended already or how they've gone for you so far. And realizing that this simple step forward can change everything. It's like this fraction of a shift can change the entire trajectory of your life's course potentially. And so with the number 4, we can only assume that this is for the long term. This is to create more foundation in the long run, which is often the paradox of that energy, right? Creating a foundation that you really want and you're sure of often starts in something that you don't know if you want or that you're very sure of. It's a leap of faith. But I think if you are truly trusting in the universe, that this can go really well for you. This can go really well for you. And After everything, we have Golden Gift. This is like a beautiful and very powerful card regarding fairy magic. Okay, and so the fairy realm you may be very connected to at this time. Where we have a number 6, we have reciprocity, the give and take. Okay, equal give and take, which means that a new door may be open for you. Okay, a new door of feeling, a new door of learning, of knowing. What you apply, you will receive. What kind of effort you give will give back. So in this card specifically, in the book it says, ask for what you want and it will be given. But be very careful for what you ask for because it will be given. Okay, so magical help is on its way. But first and foremost, you need to be vulnerable and open about your feelings and how you wish to proceed. Okay, because big or small this wish may be, but it will be granted either way. And so it is a very powerful card of manifestation. Simply putting it out there, simply acknowledging your truest, deeper, more sincere feelings. 11:11 on the clock can make all the difference. But tread lightly and be careful as to what you communicate. Again, be very sincere and approach this delicately because I do feel that something on the rise of your life may be long term. It may be very important. All right? Beautiful energy, Cancer. Very beautiful energy, very deep energy. You're trying to be very sincere, very honest, very open. Because something of a cycle completion is here for you. Do you see the cycle surrounding her? We have 2 cyclical energies. 11:11 on the clock. This is denoting a vortex of sorts. Okay, it's denoting a vortex, something that will in time show. It will manifest. It will show back up in your life, or you will obtain those results, depending on how sincerely, how trusting, how surrendered, how honest you are. And I will say with that cactus imagery, you could have an inclination to become defensive over these desires of yours. Defending your right to feel a certain way. You can't be surrendered and defensive at the same time. So be mindful of who you have to prove yourself to, of who you're expressing these truer desires to, how in depth you should go with this person. Please show me what I need to see for Cancer this week. Please show me what I need to see for Cancer this week. I feel that there may be a chance encounter. I heard chance encounter. Okay, so, this is making some sense for some people. This communication, maybe someone from the past, this spider's web, there's still a connection there with someone maybe from the past, from the days of the old, right? They're reaching out to you. There's something about, there's still a connection there, okay? So if someone does come up from your past, you guys, I think it's really important to be honest about how you feel about this connection, what this person is able to give you, how they're showing up, and that the connection itself may be very delicate, okay? So, but again, with some of you guys, there's someone coming up from the past. It could be someone who you've been previously romantically involved with, who you may have doubts or fears surrounding because there may be a history there. But I will say, I do feel that they ultimately still hold a piece of your heart, Cancer. They may still hold a piece of your heart. And in truth, these fears may not be very logical after all, because you've learned and grown so much since this point. You've learned and grown so much since then that if you were to pick up where you left off, I don't think it would be very, very much the same as you once experienced with this person. because you aren't very much the same as you once were. Some of you have manifested this person back. Some of you have literally wished this person back into being. Maybe unknowingly. Maybe these emotions shared between you two have just been so strong that they've manifested. There is definitely a history here with someone. And you're having to reach really deeply, maybe because you're already involved with someone else. Whoa! Cancer! Oh my gosh, we have Death and King of Cups. What? What, Cancer? Okay, wow. So this is a very significant person in your life. Very significant person who I think you may have convinced yourself you had lost connection with, who you didn't see a future with, or maybe this is coming up as a surprise. That's what I feel about this, is it's a surprise. And it does kind of take you off guard how much you may feel for this person, or how much they still feel for you or are connected to you. This may actually be a spiritual connection, okay? Not to jump the gun or get your hopes up, but I do feel with this Death card, there has been some transformation here. And I want to say the days of old. It's like they remind you how to feel, how to truly feel. And they're taking you really deep. They're taking you really deep. But again, for some of you who are currently in a situation with another, it could cause some confusion for you because a lot of emotions are being brought up. When we have the King of Cups, this person is very emotionally balanced, who harbors a lot of space, acknowledgement, and understanding for their partner. And they have a huge capacity to love. And these are both very watery, Cancerian, and Scorpionic energies coming through that really want to transform the situation. And I feel from this King of Cups that it is a very persistent, very persistent energy. Yeah, very persistent energy. Okay, someone who doesn't want to give up on this connection. Okay, it's almost like now that they have this with you, they really want more. But again, with this energy, and guys, we have so few cards on the table. I'm just getting so much intuition for you guys. For you, Cancer, they are willing to end other situations if necessary, okay, or if that applies. They're working on ending something so that they can devote themselves to you and become more consistent for you, or be just more emotionally available to you. Seven of Coins on the bottom of the deck with this energy, okay, you guys? So this is an assessment. This is an assessment energy. Someone very serious has reemerged in your life. Someone potentially spiritually guided, someone who you've potentially manifested back, who you still share a deep emotional bond with. Show me what else I need to see for Cancer. I really feel for some of you like this has come just out of the blue. And it's no wonder, you might feel a little defensive. I feel like you do have history with this person. The Death card may actually signify how this has already ended with this person previously. This death is like this person did go through a transformation and they're showing up differently now. They are showing up differently now. More matured, more well-rounded, more understanding, and more willing to put in the work. Persistent. Show me what I need to see for Cancer. Okay, we have two bulk energies. Let me see what this is. Okay. We have a lot of fire coming through all of a sudden. So this person could have been involved with a fire sign. We have 8 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like this person is coming in not only just with love and soft, gentle persistence, but with a lot of fiery passion, Cancer. Oh, yes. Okay, so needless to say, as much as this could be just a very deep, emotional, spiritual, lovely bond, not lovely blonde, lovely bond, it could also be very intense. It can also be very yummy. But what I see also is that in the past, this person was very inconsistent. Those prickles that you got on your cactus, Cancer, they're there for a reason, because this person was not so much of a persistent, compassionate, matured person in the past. And you know exactly what was up. You know exactly what was up. And there's no way in hell, Cancer, that you are repeating the same cycle. No. Because with this Knight of Wands, yes, they're coming in with that same young, yummy, vivacious, super crushing, kind of energy. Just like they're crushing hard and they're bringing you back to the days of old. But in essence, that's kind of triggering you too. Because it's making you think, well, this is exactly how it was before. This is exactly how it was before. They were slow to move. They were dishonest. There was third-party situations, or they were just extremely inconsistent, and they only wanted one thing. But it is encouraging because we do have the Queen of Wands typically denoting a mistress or a third party. She is the mistress, the temptress, the one who uses sexuality to her advantage to sort of lure in the people that would otherwise not be marriage material, or not be sort of so grounded. This is that third party energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It is in reverse. It is talking about something that they don't have interest in, at least not now, right? I feel like this person, it may be too soon to say, but I feel like because they're showing up as the King of Cups, they are very recently, okay? They are very recently grounded. They're very recently, they've had a heart opening very recently. Okay, this is sort of an enlightening energy because they realize the inconsistency or the damage, okay, of the past. And it is reassuring because, with the relationship work to be done, they're willing to talk about it finally, if that applies. Okay, they want to just feel you out at the very least, see if there is an opening with Cancer. Yeah, more of this energy, you guys. These energies speak volumes of what this person has gone through, what they've put you through, what's happened in the past. We have the 6 of Coins, 7 of Swords, and 9 of Wands. One thing that I will say is that the 6 of Coins and the 7 of Swords denotes their full awareness of what they've done. This person is not neglecting their mistakes, their bad behavior. I think it's being put in front of their face, and they're not defending it. With this 6 of Coins, they realize that not only was it unfair to you, Cancer, but that their actions actually backfired on them over time. Okay? If that applies, if you guys have been separated for a while, this person, I think, has gone through a lot of self-sabotaging issues. And with the 9 of Wands, it's like they're tuckered out, they're tired, they don't want to defend their actions, but they know that that's going to come up. They know that that's going to come up. They know that that's an issue. And, this may actually show us that they're willing to work on it a little bit, but it kind of makes me nervous that the 7 of Wands is upright, okay? The 6 of Coins and the 7 of Wands denote a very unfair person. Or the situation itself has been very unfair. But we have so much of this king energy. You know, they're sitting at the top with the death energy, like, take it from me. I'm not happy here. I'm not happy with them. I haven't been happy without Cancer. I haven't been satisfied. I've just been stuck. I've been in a rut. I've been unaware. Two of Cups is an overall energy, you guys. Again, I don't typically take these in reverse, but this is sort of validation to what I was saying, is this person is truly, they've had a heart-opening moment, a very significant realization very recently about you, Cancer, and about their emotions that they still have for you. And the waters run really deep here. They do run really deep. This person, I don't think it's very easy for them to just forget about you, you know? The Two of Cups denotes a partnership, something that could grow. It still has that connection. It still has that soulmate tie. They still long for you. They want to be with you. They at least want to have you in their life. And so I think that that's lovely. We're going to go into Vimeo for the clarity, you guys. I hope that this helped provide you some insight. If you would like clarity, you can click the link in the description box and follow me over. I wish you luck this week, and I will see you next time, Cancer. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.